Join me on a journey to embrace your Kavela life. Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your Yin practice. This morning we will begin standing at the top of our mat, just going through a 15-minute warm-up, and then we will slow things down and come into our Yin practice. So if you're ready, let's begin. So let's come to our feet. Coming to stand in mountain pose. Feet are touching. Roll the shoulders back. Turn the palms out to the sides. Keep the gaze straight ahead or close the eyes. Coming to the present moment. Knowing you're right where you're meant to be in this moment. Begin to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Really grounding the feet. Feeling strong, feeling stable in your mountain pose. Begin to lengthen through the spine, crown to the sky. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe take a moment to set an intention, dedication for your practice if you like. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale up. Exhale, start to really connect with that breath. Inhaling, deepening the breath. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Adding on here, inhale up. Exhale, coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees. Let the fingertips drop to the ground. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms up. Reach to the sky. Start to press the palms together, really lengthening here. Exhale, press the hips forward, coming into a gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen, exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Adding on here, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, step that right leg back. Left leg, find your high plank here. Holding here. If you need to modify, you You could always ground the knees. And just breathe here. Lengthening through the crown all the way down to the heels. Draw the navel to the spine, engaging the core. Start to build some heat here. Really draw that breath through the entire body. Then lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, coming onto the belly. Palms outside the chest. Peel the chest up. Exhale, lower down. Press through the palms. Tuck the toes, coming into your first downward facing dog. Lift the hips up to the sky, let the head drop. Maybe pedal the heels here, bend the knees, move the hips. Let the head just hang. And find stillness, lift the hips higher, let the chest drop. Let that head hang, taking any tension from the neck. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Lifting up onto the balls of the feet, let's walk back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms up. Lift and lengthen, exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back this time. Right leg, high plank. Hold here and breathe. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Push the ground away. Press back through the heels. Create that beautiful straight line from the crown to the feet. Lower the knees, the chest, the chin, coming down for baby cobra. Onto the belly. Make sure the palms are outside the chest. Elbows to the sky. Inhale, peel that chest up. Waking up that lower spine. Hug those elbows nice and close to the side body. Exhale, float it down. Press through the palms. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 2 nice deep breaths here. Start to notice the knees, if they're caving in towards one another. Start to spiral the thighs out. Lower the heels closer to the ground. Gaze past the knees. Lifting up onto the balls of the feet. Let's walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine, waking up that body. Inhale, float the arms up. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Holding here, adding on. Palms facing each other for Utkatasana chair pose. Sit down into that imaginary chair. Make sure feet are touching or hips width apart. Knees are touching. If your feet are touching, inhale. Gaze up, lift the heart, chest to the sky. Then slight pelvic tilt. Tuck that pelvis under. Reach through the fingertips, relaxing the shoulders. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk, step, or float the feet. Find your high plank. If you're ready, chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or stick with your baby cobra, knees, chest, chin. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. From here, we're going to add on. Coming into our three-legged dog, right leg up to the sky. Square the hips, shoulders, really extend through that right leg. Drop the left heel. Exhale, flex the right foot, float it down to meet the left, down dog. If you'd like, hold here in your down dog, just trying to go a little deeper, or flow through high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Other leg, left leg to the sky. Extend through the leg. Square the hips, the shoulders. Exhale, flex the left foot to meet the right foot. Down dog, hold here or high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll through the feet, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Walk, step, or float the feet. Come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll back up, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Big inhale up, straighten the knees. Float the arms up. Exhale, sink back into chair. Coming in for chair squats. Big inhale, keep your form. Check your alignment. Inhale, moving with your own breath at your own pace. Warming up the legs. Inhale, open that front body. Exhale, sit down lower, building strength in the legs. Stay with that deep, steady breath. Big inhale, opening up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. Hold. Float the hands into the heart center. Prayer. Exhale. Take your first twist. Left elbow hooks over that right knee. Settling in here, twisting from the belly button, twisting that spine, relax that right shoulder. Breathe, maybe butterfly the arms. Exhale, take it back to center, stay low. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Utkatasana. Exhale, twisted chair. Right elbow hooks over the left knee this time. Start to center the palms. Relax the left shoulder. Settle in here, coming into this beautiful spinal twist. Relax the left shoulder, maybe butterfly the arms if you did on the other side. Going a little deeper. Exhale, take it back to center. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg, left leg, high plank. Hold here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Warming up that body. Stay with me, right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip this time. Let that right foot hang heavy. Drop the left heel. Flex the right foot, draw the right heel closer to the right glute. Really opening up. Right knee into the right chest, hold and then step through. Find your low lunge or dragon. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Lift the heart to the sky. Gazing up here. Start to get deeper into those hips. Big arms. Exhale. Frame that right foot. Forward fold. Folding over that right leg. Let the hips float back. If you can, try to keep the hips stacked over that left knee. Really coming into a forward fold over that right leg. Feel a nice hamstring stretch. Square the hips. Relax through the neck. Exhale, come back to dragon low lunge. Tuck the left toes. Step the right foot to down dog or three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold here in your down dog or flow through Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Drop that right heel. Really let that left foot hang heavy. Flex the left foot. Draw that left heel to the left glute this time. Left knee into the chest, step through. Low lunge. Dragon pose. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Gaze up. Feel a beautiful stretch in that right hip flexor. Front of the right thigh. Gazing up. Big arms. Frame that left foot. Forward fold. Try to stack the hips over that right knee. Feel a nice deep stretch in that hamstring. Almost done with our warm-up, and then we move into our yin practice. Exhale. Come back to dragon low lunge. Tuck the right toes, three-legged dog or down dog. Your option. Extend that left leg. Float it down, down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your heart, open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Great job, everybody. And taking 2 breaths here. Let's slowly float the knees down. Coming into our child's pose, slowing everything down. Slowing down, coming into our yin practice. So from here, make sure you feel pretty comfortable here. So if the knees are touching and that feels good, if you need to come into a wide-legged child's pose, go ahead and do that. Just let the belly fall to the thighs, chest to the knees. If you can get that forehead to touch the ground, stimulating that third eye, the eye of intuition. Start to externally rotate the shoulders. Lengthen through the arms. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. And just breathe. Focus on that breath. Keep dropping the hips to the heels. Maybe notice where you feel any tension and resistance in the body, and just push the breath to those areas of the body that need a little extra love this morning. Remember, as you move through your yin practice, searching for that edge, that point of resistance, where maybe you feel a little tension, maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable. When you find that edge, hold and just breathe. Allow the body to slowly, patiently do its magic here and find some space opening in those connective tissues, the fascia. Relax the muscles. Slowly start to float up, coming from your child's pose into your tabletop position. From tabletop, make sure that the hips are stacked over the knees. Knees or hips width apart. The shoulders stacked over the wrists. Nice neutral neck here. Coming into our melting heart, focusing on the shoulders, upper back, chest area first. Start to slowly walk yourself into this posture. Take your time entering the postures and exiting the postures. No rush. Once you walk the hands out and you can't walk them any further, start to slowly allow the chest to float down towards the ground. Begin to feel a nice stretch, maybe tension and resistance right away if your shoulders are really tight. And just breathe. Remember, the breath is your friend. Don't hold the breath. Use the breath as a tool to relax and hold. If you need to use a prop, you can always bring a block, a blanket, a pillow under the chest, under the forehead, so the forehead can come down to the ground. Try to keep the elbows, forearms lifted off the ground if possible. And if this is challenging, just breathe, take your time. If you need more of a challenge, maybe start to switch the eye gaze towards the top of your mat, lowering the chin down towards the ground. And just notice the different sensations when you make that subtle little change. Sometimes those little details make all the difference. slowly start to transition, floating onto the forearms. Let the elbows drop, coming down onto the belly. Just gently easing out of this posture. Let the arms come alongside the body, palms facing up, forehead touches. Just take 2 breaths here. From here, staying with that shoulder opening, the next posture, taking both arms overhead, palms facing down. Float that left arm out to the side, keeping the palm to the ground. Begin to roll onto the left side body. Maybe bend that right knee. So continue to roll on to the back here. Maybe float that right arm up. Or take the right palm to that right thigh. Do whatever feels comfortable. Just keep rolling on towards the back, opening up the chest to the sky. And just breathe here. If you're really open here, maybe take that right hand to the left hand, interlacing the fingers, really opening up the chest to the sky. Feel that left shoulder opening up. And again, if you need your props for support under the head or anywhere, just do what you need to do for you to feel supported in your practice that will allow you to be more comfortable in the postures. And slowly start to make our way out of the shoulder opener. Bring that right palm down, start to roll back onto the belly, keeping that left arm extended for a moment. Float that right arm overhead. Forehead touches. Then float that left arm overhead. Palms facing down. Coming to the opposite side, take the right arm out in T. Begin to slowly roll on to the right side this time. Bend that left knee. Feel that right shoulder opening up. Maybe take that left palm to the left knee or float the left arm up. Maybe reach for the opposite hand, interlace the fingers. And just opening up the chest to the sky. Feel that front shoulder stretch. Chest is opening up. Breathing deeply, lengthening that breath. Search for that edge. Go deeper. And slowly start to make our way out. Float the left arm, float it back down to the ground, rolling onto the belly. Take both arms, extend them overhead, forehead touches. Take the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. And then slowly let's press into an extended child's pose. So wide leg, wide knee. If that feels good, just float the hips down to the heels. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. Floating back up, we're going to come all the way down onto the belly. Take the arms out, this time coming onto the forearms, coming in for a Sphinx pose. Start to walk the elbows underneath the shoulders, stacking the shoulders over the elbows. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take the legs mat's width. Focusing on the lower back. Start to find a gentle opening in the lower spine, the lower back. At the same time, opening up the chest. Relax the shoulders. Take any pressure out of the palms, the hands. Make sure the shoulders are not creeping up towards the ears. Try to relax the upper body. Really focusing on the lower back. Lengthen through the spine. Nice neutral neck here. Keep the eye gaze straight ahead or close the eyes. Check in with the lower body. Make sure you're not holding on or tensing up in the glutes. Once you feel pretty good here, start to puff the chest forward and lift through the crown. And just notice the different sensations in the back. Make sure you didn't tense up anywhere. From here, if you'd like to transition into seal pose, feel free to stay right here in your Sphinx pose. This is totally fine. But if you're feeling strong today, start to lift the elbows up, forearms up, going a little deeper into the mid-back here. So again, just make sure the shoulders didn't start to lift up towards the ears. Make sure there isn't too much weight in the palms. You might feel some in the heel or near the wrist of the palm. Check and make sure the muscles in the legs are relaxed. And then again, just puff the chest forward, lift through the crown. Nice neutral neck. Slowly, if you're in seal, start to transition back into Sphinx pose. Lowering the chest all the way down. Take the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. Press, taking it nice and slow into an extended child's pose. Stretch it out. Let the hips float down to the heels. Breathe here. From here, start to float back up to tabletop. Walk the knees in if you're in a wide-legged. And then find your high plank. Feel free to move through a chaturanga, upward facing dog, or just move to your down dog. From here, we're going to shift our attention to the lower body, to the hips. Floating the right leg up to the sky, coming in for a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the right knee into the chest, step through for dragon pose. Let that left knee come gently onto the ground. Avoid putting pressure on the knee. Keep most of the weight in the top of the left foot and the right foot. Slide the left leg back. So option to hold right here. Staying in your dragon. If you'd like to go for lizard pose, feel free to go for that. Begin to feel a nice stretch in the back of the right thigh, the front of the left thigh, that front hip flexor. Relaxing the upper body. Take any weight out of the arms, the palms. Just breathe here. If you want to come into lizard, start to walk the right foot out, walk that right palm in. So both palms are inside the right foot. An option to hold here, or if you'd like, tuck the left toes, extending through that left leg. Coming into an active lizard. Or ground that left knee, coming down onto the forearms. And just settle here. Keep trying to get the chest closer to the ground, opening up that right hip. Feeling a nice stretch in that inner right hip, front of the left thigh. Maybe roll onto the outer edge of that right foot, opening up the knee, the hip. Wherever you are, just breathe. If you're in lizard, you can start to come into a twisted lizard, grounding that left forearm. Start to turn the torso into the right thigh. You can float that right arm up, gazing up to that right palm. So that's a little bit more active. You can keep that palm on the right knee, or really go deeper into that twist, wrapping that right arm around. Gazing over the right shoulder. So just take your practice where it feels good for you. This is your practice. Do what feels good for your body. Always listening to the body. Search for that edge. When you find it, hold and breathe. Whenever you're ready to come out of that twist, if you're in the twist, slowly make your way back to center. Walking back up onto the palms. If you're in lizard, start to walk that right foot back to center, meeting dragon, coming back to center. Slowly, let's come into a gentle counter pose here. Shift the hips back, coming into a forward fold over that right leg. Let the chest drop, square the hips to the top of the mat. Exhale, come back to dragon. And we're just going to float out of this. Tuck the left toes. Right leg steps to down dog, or extend that right leg up to the sky, coming into a three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, float it down. Hold here, or option to flow through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Maybe notice how that right side feels compared to the left side. My right side feels really good, left side feels a little tight. So let's move to the left side, left leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Then draw that left knee into the chest, step through. For dragon, low lunge. Find your dragon pose, stacking the left knee over the left ankle. Slide the right leg back. Sink the hips to the ground. And settle in here. Take any weight out of the upper body, the arms, the palms. Search for that edge. Make sure you don't have pressure on that right knee. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. If you want to go for that twist, or lizard pose rather, start to walk that left foot out. Walk the left palm in. Maybe coming into that active lizard, lifting the knee up, press that right heel back. Maybe just feel how that feels for a moment. And then just repeating what you did on the opposite side, coming into lizard pose. Maybe take the forearms down, lowering the chest. Maybe rolling on to the outer edge of that left foot this time, opening up the knee. If you want to go right into the twist, you can do that. Just wherever you are, make sure you're moving slowly and mindfully. Take your time. Not only are we slowing down our bodies, allow the mind to slow down. Quiet the mind. Let go of any chatter. Remember, no judgment in yoga. This is your practice. Be patient with your body. No expectations here, just do the best you can do. Every day is different. If you want to join me in coming into that twist, so resting on that right forearm, start to turn the torso into the left thigh. Take that left palm to the left knee. Keep sinking the hips towards the ground. Maybe float that left arm up. And exhale, and wrap it around. Stay with that nice, deep, steady breath. And if you're in that twist and you're ready to come out, start to come back up onto the palms, come back to center. Begin to walk that left foot in. Coming back to dragon. Exhale, slowly shift the hips back, folding over that left leg, squaring the hips, let the chest drop. Exhale, release, come back to dragon. Let's flow it out Tuck the right toes, left leg to the sky, or float it, step it to down dog. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Let's float the knees down to the ground. Exhale, float into your child's pose. Float the arms alongside the body. Coming into child's pose. Let the shoulders fall forward, let the spine round, let the forehead touch. Coming into a little ball. Inhale, float up, coming to a seated position. Let's extend the legs out. So from here, sitting up nice and tall. If you need to, slightly bend the knees. We're going to come into a forward fold, folding over the legs. Maybe reach for the toes. Maybe start to slide the heels away. Fold over the legs. And if you can't reach the toes, bend the knees as much as you need to, or take the hands to the ankles, the shins. Slowly ease into this forward fold here. Feel those hamstrings stretching. And let's slowly walk the hands up the legs. Take the palms behind you. We're going to come into our reverse plank pose. So pointing the toes, press the palms into the ground, lift the hips to the sky. Nice neutral neck. Lift the hips higher. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. We're going to come back into a second set of that forward fold. So bend the knees, reach for the toes, slide forward. Folding over the legs. Try to go deeper this time. Let the chest drop closer to the thighs. Exhale, start to walk the hands up, the legs, take the palms behind you. This time coming into reverse tabletop, grounding the feet, bend the knees, lift the hips up to the sky. Make sure the knees don't flare out. Lift the hips higher. Exhale, slowly float down, all the way down. Keeping the knees bent, let's reach towards the top of our mat. Coming to lie on your back, roll through the spine, taking it all the way down. Once you get down onto the back, let's hug those knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around, taking hands to opposite elbows. Option, forehead to knees. Exhale, release. Let's take that right knee into the chest, extend the left leg out. Drawing the knee towards the armpit, take it out and around the ribs. Really hug that knee nice and close. Ground the shoulders, the hips. Close the eyes. And then bring that knee back into the chest center. Take the palms underneath the sole of the foot, interlace the fingers, and then press that sole of the foot up to the sky, extending through the knee. Option to lift the shoulders, forehead to knee. Keep extending that leg up to the sky, straightening the knee. Draw the leg closer to the body. Exhale, slowly release. Taking that right hand, yogi toe grip, wrap the peace sign fingers around that big toe, or take the hand wherever it feels good for you. We're going to slowly float the left arm out until right leg opens up towards the ground. Gaze over to that left palm. Inhale, float it back to center. Switching hands, take that right arm out and cross that right leg over to the left side. Gaze over to the right, coming into this twist. Feel a nice stretch in that right glute, the right hamstring. Close the eyes, relax here. Inhale, come back to center. Release that grip. Float the left leg up to the right. And switching legs. Left knee into the chest, right leg floats down. Hug it in nice and close. taking it out and around those left side ribs, drawing in towards the armpit, hugging in close. Bring it back into the chest, towards center. Take the palms to the sole of the foot. Interlace the fingers. Float that left leg up. Option to bring forehead to knee. Exhale, release. Take that left hand, peace sign, fingers wrap around the left big toe. Exhale, right arm floats out in T. Left leg floats out, opening the hips, extend through the knee, gaze over to the right. Try to ground the shoulders here, the hips if you can. Stay with that nice, deep, steady breath. Stay present in the moment. Breathe through any tension, resistance. Inhale, float that left leg up. Switching hands, left arm floats out in T. Let that left leg cross over. Take the twist, gazing over to that left palm. Breathe through the tension. Let's inhale slowly. Come back to center. Release the hand. Float that right leg up to meet the left. Take the palms underneath the hips. Slowly float the legs down to the ground. You can let the legs hover above the ground for a couple of seconds here. Maybe even float them back up. Exhale. Hover. Inhale up. Use that core, protect the lower back. And last one, float them down nice and slow, pointing the toes, extending through the legs. Hold here. And gently exhale, let the legs touch the ground. Coming into our final yin posture, Shavasana. Take the legs mats with, open the arms, palms to the sky. Come back to the present moment. Find stillness here. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, begin to bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhale, floating the arms up overhead. And then bending the knees, slowly rolling onto the right side, coming into a fetal position, taking some nice deep breaths there. Slowly make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Closing out our practice with cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale out the mouth. Big inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale up. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. I hope you feel wonderful after your practice. Continue to make positive and healthy decisions as you move through your day and the days ahead. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.